All right, boys and girls, we are going to be starting the opening of the Drawing Center today. Very first thing you're going to do is get your worksheet here of your mini challenges, and I'd like you to put your first name and your teacher code. So if you're in first grade, you're going to put a 1, and then let's say you're in Miss Kent's class, you're going to put a K. All right, so get that name on there first once you get to any of the studios. Okay, we're going to run through real quick each of the studios and what you're going to do there. Number 1, you're going to be working with crayon, and you're going to be putting a texture plate, textures the way something feels. You're going to slide that underneath your paper, and you want to only do it in the box, in box 1 here. You do want to make sure whatever center you are starting at, that you are starting in that box. You want to find that number and go to that box. So you might be actually starting at number 6 or 4 versus at number 1. We're going to go 1 through 6 to show you the different things that you're going to be doing. So once you rub that on there, you can turn your crayon sideways, and you're going to get a texture to appear. Okay, moving on down to number 2 real quick. You're going to be working with oil pastels. We're going to be looking at the color wheel for this because you're going to be picking 2 colors that are near each other on the color wheel. For example, blue and yellow would make green. And then you can even go blending some ones that are even closer, red and orange, or red and purple, or you can go around that way. So you're going to do 2 sets if you can for time. I'm going to do the blue with the red. Make sure it's a true red. A lot of kids have been picking up dark orange. That doesn't look correct. So this kind of creates a kind of pinky purple. Now if you pick darker blue, it's going to be a darker purple. Okay, I'm going to do yellow, and this is a darker yellow. I'm going to put it with a little bit of a lime green. Just see what kind of new colors you can create. Also, there are toothpicks here, and you can draw or scratch, they call that sgraffito, over into the oil pastel. So you can put in designs. Let's see there. All right, going to station 3. So each one we're going to do kind of quickly here, a little tour. All right, we're going to be doing Sharpies, but we're going to be creating different types of lines. There's a variety of lines here, but when you're doing any kind of lines, I would also like you to think about how thick or thin those lines could be. So you do short, thick, long, skinny. Just test it out. Even dots are considered lines. You got dashes. If you want to create a pattern, you can do that. But test out some of these or invent your own. Try pick one that's kind of difficult. 3 different types of lines. All right, station 4. Go down here. These are color sticks, which are basically color pencils without the wood. And you can create, using the same tool, wide, thick, soft lines or skinny, hard lines. And that's what we're going to do in that little box there. So you want to turn it on its side and get a wide, softer look. Pick up another color. And again, we've already dealt with lines, so maybe pick a different line and try to make it a hard edge. Okay, so thick, thin, wide lines. All right, station 5. Almost done here. We're going to be dealing with value. Let's see here. We're going to be creating the value scale using a charcoal pencil. Here's an example of a value scale, dark to light. And all for that, you're going to be pressing, it's called pressure. So you're pushing down with your hand, pressing hard. Oops, where's my pencil then? And then you're gently, over time, you're going to ease up, be a little bit lighter. Try not to go skinny. It is hard to go skinny and light. You tend to kind of go light and thin out. You tend to get a little too skinny. Okay, so make sure it shows up there. All right, and our final one, we're going to go back, take a walk here. We're going to go to the light box. Hopefully this is not too bright. Let's see what we can accomplish here. All right, so down here at number 6, got regular pencils. And you're just going to place this, kind of like we did with the texture rub, underneath. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that on the screen or not yet. You can see through it a little bit. You're going to lay it down here, and the light shines through enough that you can trace. And then the nice part is, usually when you trace something and you take the paper off, you can tell, oops, I forgot a line. You can kind of see that the image is not complete. And then you can finish the drawing that way. All right, nice job.